Good morning, students. Today, I would like to explain about the continuation of the medium access control. It is the hidden and exposed terminals and the hmm, one more terminals we are learning, near and far terminals in the medium access control. Okay, first of all, we learn about the hidden terminals and the exposed terminals. Where it is happen in the hidden terminals. Hidden terminals problem where it is happen already we learned in the second sender. Due to second sender, we are facing the hidden hidden terminals problem, right? Again, I am considering the one more example, that is the situation we are considering this picture. This picture shows the three mobile devices. One mobile devices, it is networks, it's sends to the one more device, and one more device also it is sends to the C and another devices. But the main here it is the three are mutually communicated, but happens at the same time, two senders are sending the same data to the one receivers. Okay, so it is happening, what it happens here, A sends to B, C cannot receives A. A only it can be sends the data to B, but the C cannot receives the A. C wants to send the data to B. Here the C is senses the free medium. It is fail medium. If the medium it is fail or it is happening any collision it is occurred. The collision at B, A cannot receives the collision at collision. Okay, it is in the medium CS means it is the in the medium CS fails means it is the wired network. Medium fails means it is in the wired network. A is hidden for C. It is the in the hidden, the exposed terminals. What it happens in the exposed terminals example we are considering this picture. The same picture here it is also three devices it is communicating. B sends to the A. C wants to send to another terminal, not A or B. C want to send to the another terminal, one more terminal. C has to wait. CS signals medium in use because of the C has to wait because of the CS signals are in medium in use. Okay, it is not in free, but A is outside the radio range of C. Therefore, waiting it is not necessary. C is to expose it to B. And now coming to the near and far terminals. Here considering one situation, near and far terminals, why you are facing these problems, near and far terminals. The devices, these devices here, it is the near and far terminals where we have to identify the near and far terminals. Here the which is near, which is far terminal we have to identify. Okay, A and B are both sending with the same transmission power. Okay, the signal strength it is the decreases proportional to the square distance, square of the distance B. The signal drowns down to the A signal. So let's know, all of you know, the same senders at the same time, more number of senders are sending the data at a time, the signals automatically it's proportionally down. As a result of C cannot receive A's transmission. The near and far effect is several problems of wireless network using CDMA. Right. Near and far effect is several problems of wireless network using CDM. All signals should arrive at the receiver with more or less same strength. This is the near and far terminals picture. Example, a person standing closer to somebody could always be in could always speak louder than a person further away. Even if the sender were separated by the code, the closest one would be simply drown out the others. All of you understood? In the near and far terminals, the example, consider the person standing closer to somebody could always speak louder than a person further away. Always speak louder than a person, okay, further away. Even if the sender was separated by code, the closest one would simply drown out the others. The closest person, what it happens, it's speaking very loud means he is moving to one more person. Okay, thus the precisely the power control is needed to receive the all senders with the same strength at a receiver it is required. Okay, in this medium access control, we are already explained about the CSMA and the CDMA. Now, in the unit 1, we are explaining about the SDMA, Space Division Multiple Access Control, and one more one it is a FDMA, Frequency Division Multiple Access Control, and one more one it is a TDMA. Okay, all of you know this one. Time division multiple access, and one more one it is also there, it is the fixed tdm. Why it is using the aloha and classical alohas, okay, these are the next topic, slotted alohas. And one more one it is the carrier sense multiple access, CDMA, CSMA. And one more one it is the carrier sense multiple access in a CDMA also we are learning. Okay, that is the why we are learning these all medium access controls. Okay, multiple accessing, how it can be possible. Only single device it is communicating with one to point to one point to another point, or device to device it is possible. If the more number of devices it is communicating with the one single device, it is collision it happens. So it is already we are facing in a hidden terminal problem we are facing. Like this multiple access we are required. Okay, nowadays we are accessing the multiple accessing. Okay, multiple accessing, multiple users we are communicating. So like that it is required, right? That's why we are learning about the CDMA, FDMA, TDMA, time division multiple access, how it can be possible, slotted aloha. Okay, this is the explaining about the near and far terminals and the uh, hidden and exposed terminals, right? Thank you, thank you students.